Morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys being here. The market's not quite open in the central time zone yet. I tried to do this report early because I want to take Jackson for a walk. I missed his walk yesterday morning. I tried to shoot. I came out with a new video this morning. It was ready last night at midnight, but I was too tired to put it out. But I probably shot that video 10 times yesterday. It's not even that great of a video. There's a few good points, but we were talking about reverse splits, and it's not a fun topic to talk about. But anyway, let's look at these strike prices for today. So this is the 5-minute max spreadsheet. You can see yesterday was a pretty profitable day. 2 of the 3 funds were positive on the day, and 2 of the 3 funds were positive on the month. When I say 3, I mean the 3 main funds, the covered call funds, Triple QY, JEPY, and IWMY. The other funds are different. I kind of think of them in a different class. But of the 3 main funds, the daily option funds, 2 are profitable. All right, so for today, the premiums have gone absolutely apeshit crazy, batshit crazy, whatever. Okay, well, first of all, here's a 24-hour chart of the NASDAQ. There was a number that came out, an economic number that came out at 7:30 this morning, and the market liked it so far. And, we'll see. Or the S&P, that's the S&P, they liked it. That's the NASDAQ. Here's the S&P. They're both up about 1%. Let's see what the Russell's doing. Holy cow, the Russell's up 3%. This is going to be a face ripper today. Oh my gosh. Oh my good God. Wow. All right. Well, that's something else. Okay. Well, see, this is the reason these guys do this. So check this out. I said these options brought in stupid premium today. Well, here we can just look at it on this chart. Premium earned $145. Yesterday it was $67. And they sell the same option every day, the same type of option. It's slightly in the money by the same amount every day. So yesterday, slightly in the money by the same amount was bringing in $67, but today it's bringing in 145. We also have that Fed notes, I think, I don't know if Powell's speaking or they're just releasing the notes today, but in any event, that's going to happen at 1 o'clock. And we had this big number this morning, and I think there's other numbers. There might even be some numbers at 9 o'clock. All right. In any event, that is a gigantic amount of premium. Let's look at this visually. So here's the S&P cash market. So this is what JEPY trades, SPX options, Big Daddy options. It's a great option contract. Look how much, look at this profit box. I didn't draw yesterday's. I was working on that video all day. I thought I drew it, but anyway, yesterday's profit box looked about like the 3 days before if I would have drawn it. Just picture one of these. Anyway, this is insane. Usually whenever the market takes a big down move, volatility goes up. But in this case, because of this economic number, volatility went up. What else is great about these funds that a lot of people don't realize is they monetize daily volatility because they write options every day. So even though these funds aren't technically long volatility funds, because they reset the amount they earn on a daily basis, where other funds do it on a monthly basis, these funds are more efficient at gathering premium. And that's how you can do things like today where you could sell an option. That's 133 points for that option. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Actually, that's on the NASDAQ. That was 145 points. But on the S&P, it was 33 points, which is about 3 times the normal, which is absolutely insane. It's just a huge edge to sell options in an environment like this. Now, it's true. The reason this premium was so much is because that number could have come in the other way this morning, and the market could have gone down just as much. It's not like it's free money just because they pay you a higher premium, but it is nice to get every once in a while. All right, let's look at, Russell, when it opens up, it's because it's up 3% right now. The Russell cash market's up 3% from the close last night. So what is that? 20, 40, 60 points. So is that 84? So it's right. Surely I did that in my head. Surely I miscalculated, but right there where the cursor is where it's going to open if I calculated 3% right. I mean, that may be based on a different 24-hour period when they say a 3% change or something. But anyway, if the math is right, it's going to be quite an open. It'll definitely be above the top line of the profit box, which is max profit. So wherever it opens, that means it can fall all the way the rest of the day to this top line and still make max profit. So that's good. All right. Tesla took a little dip yesterday, but it's bouncing this morning, is up about $1 in the pre-market. Yellow boxes are strikes for the fun Tesla. The red box is strikes for the fun crash. Look at Coinbase way up in the pre-market from 243 to 252, of course, because the rest of the market's up. Everything's going to be up. It's going to be a face ripper. I should have got calls on the close yesterday. I was busy making that video all day. One of my favorite setups, just to show you real quick, is when you get a close on whatever time period you trade, which I trade the 30-minute. But when you get a bar that closes outside of the Bollinger Bands on the 30-minute, and then you get another one that does too, and it's the last one of the day, and it's on the high of the day, that means there's a lot of buying pressure, and lots of times overnight it will keep moving up. It basically to me means when it closes on the high that the only reason the market stopped going up is because it ran out of time. That's the theory anyway. All right, I learned that from a floor trader that has a YouTube channel and a bunch of this stuff. All right, so let's look over here at Mr. and Misty. Mr.'s MicroStrategies. Look at that. It closed at 1555. It's going to open at 1624. It's going to blow out its strike, but that's a good problem to have. It still has plenty of other strikes. It can keep going up. Max profit for all the strikes is 1850, but yeah, and I was watching Retire on Dividends this morning. He was just talking about this strike, 1605, and they just sold it. And he had some nice commentary on this strike. Usually he's kind of critical when people sell strikes that are too close to the money, but he explained the rationale. And I've always been kind of critical I've always thought the guys did a pretty good job, and they sell it at the money. It's just because they have to. I think there's things we don't understand. Well, anyway, Retire on Dividends this morning kind of said the same thing. Said, well, it's close to the money, but in this case, it makes sense. And he named because of the extenuating circumstances. Every circumstance is different. It brought in a crazy amount of premium for 2 days, Wednesday, or I guess 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. In any event, now it's looking in hindsight like it may not have been a great move because the strike's getting blown out. In hindsight, they probably wish they would have ridden it a little further out of the money, but hindsight, has a way of doing that to you. All right, let's look at NVIDIA. Then I'll let you guys get out of here. I'm going to take Jackson for a walk. All right, NVIDIA's up $3 in the pre-market. Their strike price is still in good shape, or I should say NVDY strike price is still in good shape, but they're pretty close to being capped out. I wouldn't expect a lot of upside from this high yield stock the rest of the week, unless they roll. But they've already got all their upside from here to here, from the end of May to now. It's just been insane for these guys. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys being here with me, and I will be back either at lunch or after the market closes, and we'll tally all this stuff up and see how we finished up on the day. All right. Have a good one.